Live and in humongous color from west of the Rockies, it's Let's Make a Bacon with Ace, another RV living lifestyle video for yous. So today we're going to be doing the front of the roof. This will be done. Yes. So first of all, what I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, this is a pool noodle, poodle poop. Ha. You know. Move forward. So we got that. It got cut in half. Not cut in half. One side cut so that it slipped on like a C onto the front of the new board roof. Got some exposed ends here. So those are going to be taken care of with a different kind of foam. Why? Because I don't have any more pool noodles. And the Dollar Tree didn't have any more pool noodles. And Family Dollar didn't have any pool noodles. And it makes sense because they're owned by the same company, but still, no pool noodles. And for the back, I bought a big pool noodle, but that was like 13 bucks from my local thing because it's got some kind of plastic snake in it that makes it so it can keep its shape, which I don't necessarily care about, but I was going to fill a regular pool noodle with a PVC pipe, but yeah, I paid a lot more for that. But yeah, so this was my existing construction stock. So I'm going to be using a different type to do the ends, and then from there I'm going to take the Tyvek, going to silicone everything, and then fold it over, put it down, and then it will be a PVC strip over the top, and then another layer of silicone over that. The only thing that is different on that is that I'm going to be drilling some holes first with the PVC on there to be able to get the anchors already set and anchors away. So we'll do that, and then I'm probably going to take some alcohol just to the base front here, just to make sure it's ultimately clean and ready to rock and or roll with that. So I'll give you an update when I have one. So as always, I reserve the right to change my mind, which I did. Tried with the pool noodles and oh geez. Yeah, it wouldn't work. And the last thing I wanted was to create a hump over the top here to dam water to where it pooled on top here. That was a no-go. So this is not just great stuff gap filler. This is not great stuff big gap filler. This is great stuff window and door. Why is it window and door? Because window and door has the ability to stretch and move a little bit. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a ton. Just a little bit. And I needed a good seal on the front here. And I just didn't want to create a dam. So, use the filler foam. It's gonna take some time to not only fully expand, but also to cure, and then I'll use a razor knife to cut it at an angle as best I can. I might have to do 2 layers and then cut it again. It's very, 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 very possible. But I'm just trying to make it so that, it's not damming, and it's sloped, but not straight up and down. And that's what I'm having to create. Using some old filler foam, I went through a couple cans, and boy, after, over time, those cans do not do well. I'll tell you that for sure. They stop working. And yeah, the ones I have expired in 2020. And they, usually I'm like, expiration date really doesn't matter. On this stuff, it actually does. But yeah, so fill in the gaps and do a cut and probably do another. So I'll give this 3 or 4 hours to cure. Well, look at the can. See what it says on the can. But let it cure, then cut it, then probably redo more foam on top, and then let that set and cut it again. So I'll probably end up taking this till tomorrow morning before I, silicone it down. But it's progress. Progress is progress. So I can't be disappointed in changing my mind when it needs to be changed. So is this the best idea? I don't know. We'll find out. But that's it for now. Update when I have it. Alrighty, oil is changed. Engine restore has been added to the new oil. New basic oil filter has been added, and a little bit of just I think 4 ounces of Marble Mystery instead of 20% of the capacity, just 4 ounces, which is let's see, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, not 20%, so less. I'm not doing math on video. I know better. So we got a decent amount of engine restore, just a touch of Marble Mystery, new oil, complete oil change. Got some just cheapo Ranchero from Amazon, Valvoline high mileage 10W30 synthetic blend. And new spark plugs, gapped. Gosh, that gap is small. 0.24 or let's see, 0.25. 0.25 gap. Really, not a big gap. Gap on the old ones. Sit down. I apologize for the loudness. Let's take a look at what the old Sparky plugs were gapped at. So this one is the old one that was on the non-completely screwed up side. And it is, sorry, excellent videography. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so is that 0.25 for the gap? 1.25? I don't think so. That's pretty high. So, new plugs are gapped properly. New plugs are new plugs. I don't have the dielectric grease, have that on order. Got to pick that up. Well, I tried to pick it up, but nobody had it for cheap. Amazon had it for cheap. Walmart didn't have it for cheap. Napa, yeah, they sell it by the little bitty little squeezy, just itty bitty amount. I'm not playing that game. I want dielectric grease. I want it to last, not just through these spark plugs, but through the spark plugs of replace the spark plugs in motorhome engine and all that jazz. So we're gonna let this run all day long. Why? Why are we gonna let it run all day long? Because if I'm gonna have issues with it, and get this break-in done, if I'm gonna have issues with it, where do I want to have issues? Here, where I have electricity and AC and accessibility and not incredibly hot and shade, all the tools I need, and a bed and all the stuff. The last thing I want to do is run this and have it shite out on me and have to swap it over to my other propane generator just randomly, when I don't want it. So got that. Also have another update. Please hold. Yes, it is chaos in here. I know that from the beginning. But it's chaos. It's trying to get stuff done. So, here's your call. So, as of right now, closing the window maybe 10 minutes ago, 86 degrees inside. I'm going to wait another 30 minutes. But guess what we've got? Just hastily not actually installed at all. Just generally installed. The Toshiba air conditioning unit with inverter and eco mode and soft start and efficiency and blah 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 blah. So I want this sucker to get hot. I'll probably actually wait an hour, to be honest. Wait an hour. I should really do that. Wait an hour, see how hot it gets with all the windows closed, and just really cook it, because I really want to give, I have 2 units, and I want to give them, and they're both refurbished, I want to give them both the absolute worst case scenario as I can up here at the homestead. At the ranch, it's at least 10 degrees hotter usually on average. So I can't get it, you know, to the exact amount. But I'm gonna give it a go. But it's a big unit. It is a big unit. It is the largest portable air conditioning unit I have ever had the opportunity to deal with. I first tried to put it on the chair. That didn't work. It's not stable. It's not upright. Yeah. We'll see how efficient this is, though. I would love it if one of these would actually take care of the air conditioning for the entire RV. If I could put a fan, one of my super duper fans, and put it all the way back, that would be fandango tabulous. But I'm not going to, you know, I don't anticipate that it's going to, I mean, it's supposed to. In a house that has regular insulation. This is not a house. This does not have regular insulation. So this is a completely different breed of cat. But, to be honest, because I don't want to eat my food at this thing. I don't want to do it. It's a bigger table, but it's just, if I have guests, maybe, you know, that's definitely for sure. I'd eat dinner with guests there, but I would really like it to where this spot would be free in order for me to use this chair and this flip-up table to be able to dine. So I'd like to be able to have just one AC unit in the back, and actually it wouldn't blow back, it would blow forward. So let me show you what we got here. So what I would like to do, and I was going to do it on this side, because this is the side that's kind of lame, and I don't want to deal with it, because it's got, you know, crappy drawer that's blocked by water pipes, the gas gauge and stuff like that. But I realized that the exhaust for the generator is going out of that side. Is it pulling in, you know, is the AC pulling in air from the outside? No, it's like a window unit. It separates it out. But I don't want the intake of that AC unit to be pulling air from there because of the exhaust. And it'll just, even with relatively clean exhaust, I just know that the junk will build up, and I really just don't want to do it. So this will be my side. Freaking lame as hell. But this will be my side, and then I will have the AC unit on this side, and then my plan is to have a fan, maybe the Bauer fan I haven't purchased yet, maybe hanging down, not that tall, so maybe hanging down from the top and be able to run that, throw the AC to the front. See what happens though, you never know. And then what I'll do is I'll open the window. It opens 3 or 4 different piece of glass. So I'll have it on top of the bottom. It doesn't matter, whatever. Top piece of glass, bottom piece of glass, potato, and then have foam covering the rest, and then tape to seal it. So it will be a sealed system to the outside. And then have the AC unit in the bedroom, because that's where I want the majority of the cool. And really, during the night, I could give a flying fornication less how hot it is up front. I'm going to replace this little just worn out dingus with an actual curtain, with an actual curtain rod, and have it to where I can block it off. Let that cook out there, because then it'll be less I got to run the AC in this area here, in which I'm thinking, you know, running the generator, that's what I've got to do now. But if I get a battery system and a solar system, maybe I could run it all night with how efficient it is and how incredibly small space this is. If I curtain it off, what can I get? I'm not sure. We'll find out. It'll be interesting to see. The other project that we've got that will be moving forward is the bed foundation, bed frame. Let's see if you can see it. Okay. There we go. Yeah. That's actually better. You notice something there? What do you notice? It's curved down in the middle. Why? Well, the wood's thick enough, quote unquote, you think. It's not, because it has no actual wood or metal supporting braces. So I'm going to do some engineering, think about how I want to do this, and make it so where I can remove that curve in the middle. Sorry, it's hot in here and I'm kind of lightheaded because of it. 80 plus degrees. I start sweating at 74. I'm sweating like crazy. But I'm thinking of using some of the aluminum from the side awning that I took off to use as braces to be able to make this flat once again, instead of curved into the middle. Do I want it, dumping me out of bed? No. But do I want to be having gravity put me into the middle? Nope. No, thank you. So maybe 2 braces might do it. See what happens. But that's one of the projects I've got in the wings of the RV. But doesn't this look like just an absolute chaos zone? Yes, it's because it is. And I'm fine with it for now, because I'm, this is repair, maintenance, and upgrade time. The generator on the side, she definitely gives some vibration to her, that's for sure. Multiple things vibrating. But yeah, so I'm going to run the generator all day. I'm going to let this sit and just cook for an hour. And we'll see how efficient this AC unit can be at bringing that temperature down. And go from there. Boy, with the windows closed, it definitely is increasing in temperature. Started this video, what was it, 86 degrees? It's up to 88. She's hot. So let's see what, I'll give her an hour. So it's, I think, around 12:20 right now. We'll give it till 1:30. Let her cook and see what we got. Woo, it's hot, but should be interesting. All right, update coming soon. All right, an up-to-date date and we go. All right, 95 degrees, 30% humidity. I shut off the fan and the humidifier here. for a moment so I could actually talk. But we're going to turn on the air conditioner. It's not connected to the generator. I'm running the generator separately until I can, ensure that the power coming out of it is of quality. But the rattle and the heartbeat you hear is from that going to idle because the heater, 1500 watt heater that I've got hooked up is not pulling enough power. And so, yeah, so we got to turn this back on. But 95 degrees, it's 92 degrees outside. It will get hotter in here, but I want to see what we can do with it being 95 in here and begin from there. I will show you. So it is 2:25. I'll come back in 2 hours. Yeah, see, and the heater just kicked back on because it stopped idling. Oh man, 95 degrees is blistering. Whoo, good gravy, miss. Yeah. So as I said, the AC is not on generator. Generator's running on its own thing. Tomorrow I will trust the generator enough to where I try it on the AC unit. Not today though. And I will do the same kind of thing, let it get up to 95 and then see if it can sustain that temperature, not sustain 95, sustain better temperature. I'm gonna shut up and get this going. Okay, see you in a minute. See it, 2:30, it was just even 3:30, 4:30, see you 4:30. Well, it's been 2 hours, and as of right now, it's gone from 95, I think it was, down to 87. So not fantastic, but it's 2 hours, and that's just kind of the way it goes. The air coming out of this thing is definitely cold, and it's putting out a good amount, without a doubt. She's running 1137 watts. And yeah, that's just kind of the reality. It's one of those to where, as I said, I'm thinking that it'll be one unit for the most part running in the back where it's closed off, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so down to 87. I'm going to give it another, let's see, it's 4:30. I'm going to give it another 2 hours, 5 through 6:30. By that time it'll be starting to cool down outside, and so we'll see what 4 hours is able to accomplish heat-wise. I'm also going to move the thermometer in the back and see what that ends up being, and on my next update I'll tell you what that ended up being. Alright. One thing I thought about as well that is important to note is that the bathroom max fan hasn't been installed, and in this situation where 90 plus degrees, I would have ran the max air fan for an hour with the bathroom door open to have the hot air sucked out, to where with it, what it's doing now, it's camping inside. So it's trying to, cool a greenhouse instead of just letting the air escape and then trying to cool it down. So it is working against the grain. So just wanted to point that out. Well, although the foam has fully expanded, tried to cut into it, and it is pretty soggy in the middle. So it's going to need some additional time to cure. I'm going to do a cut very first thing in the morning, and hopefully it will be set by then. because it was not set. Now, secondary, well, came outside and thought, oh crap, it's already burned up. It's failure. No more go-go for the AC unit. Tried, unplugging it, plugging it back in. Nope. Tried unplugging it, plugging it back in on the inside. And then noticed that the light was still on for the extension cord. I was like, wait a minute. So, in reality, this kilowatt, well, I didn't just kill a watt. I killed it. These are just not made. I mean, it says max power, 1875, it says volt amp. But 3 hours at 1100 watts, and it couldn't handle it. It is toast. So I'll let it cool down, maybe unscrew it, take it apart, see if it's got any of the brown death. But I'm betting that I probably cooked it. Intertech, the mark of the beast. Not built of the highest quality, usually, things that are certified with Intertech, as we have heard many times from Uncle Bumble. Try not to swear. Uncle Bumblefork. I'll say that. Or AVE YouTube channel. But yeah, so this kilowatt has been killed a lot, and the foam is still cooking. I did get the solar hooked back up to the old school battery. With the old solar panel, it's cleaned off. Tried it actually plugged into my Rockstar Pals unit, and in direct sunlight, not now. This was a few hours ago, like midday, high noon kind of thing. 125 watt panel, 67 watts. Not stupendous, super holy crap, amazing, the world's going to change. But, it's free. So, I'm not going to complain. Put a couple new ends on it. I got a new cable. But this cable is not just for this panel. This cable is for this panel and any other panels that I want to rig up. But it functions. It functions. And the old school first gen charging controller, Sun Saver 6. Savor the sun. It's just saving that sun. Just like a game. But, yeah. Interesting stuff. But, yeah, I disconnected this is what used to go to the solar panel up top. Does it look to you like a kind of a, not a network cable, but pretty dang close? Yeah, that's because it looks like it is. I got 2 strands from each side, and I just, let's just say I didn't trust it. Just didn't trust it. So disconnected that, got some real thick old 10 gauge cables on there. And I can't show you the battery because I don't have the keys. Dang it. Well, you can see it through here. Doink. Deca Solar photovoltaic battery. I'm not sure how many amp hours that is, but no matter how many it is, it's not that awesome. And then I got an Optima deep cycle battery in there as well for the starting. But I'll be replacing this system. Well, maybe. I'm going to see what kind of action the battery gives, because I'm pretty sure it would be able to handle what I need as far as lights are concerned. with all the bulbs being switched now to LED. However, I don't know how it's going to handle what's behind that solar panel. The max air fan. So that's 12 volt. So, yeah. Also, I'm on for safety, and I do not believe that the plugs here are connected to 12 gauge wire. I've not been able to verify that as of yet, but I will probably tomorrow. But what I do know is that the AC units have 12 gauge wire, so it's very possible I might run kind of some cable management things over the top. Let me get you real dizzy. And then come down. If not in the front, but in the back. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, another day, another fun, exciting thing here. I am exhausted. It's sad I don't get much done, it feels like, but still ridiculously tired. That's what happens when you work with pain. Yeah, I'm still pursuing it. It's all about the pursuit. So tomorrow will be a new day, something a little bit different. See what we can get done. Tomorrow it says it's going to rain, so I do need to get the front to a point that it is rainworthy by around 2 p.m. That, of course, is subject to change without notice. Yeah. That's pretty much it for today. I'm going to try to keep it short. I think it's already pretty incredibly long. So, we'll talk to you all tomorrow, and have a good one. Well, I don't know exactly how it's doing it, but it's doing it. This camera's picking up pretty well for 9:30 at night. It's actually brighter in the camera than it is in real life. Beautiful thing. So the foam, with all the heat today, I guess it's set up well enough to where I can take this video. So I just need to put down some more silicone, and I'll put some silicone down here, and then I will put the Tyvek over, and then this will go on top. I have anchors, which I cannot find at the moment, and I will be drilling holes into the fiberglass and using drywall anchors, actually, because there's nothing behind this fiberglass, so it needs to distribute the load out a little bit. It's not just a screw's not going to be able to screw into anything, so it needs a different method. So I'm using drywall anchor, but I'll be drilling those holes first thing in the morning, and yeah, the Tyvek will go down, and then this will go over it, and then the Tyvek will go over, down, under, and attach. I don't know if I'll roll it in that or not. Still deciding. And yeah. Oh, good gravy, miss. Good gravy. And there's a skunk. And he went under my neighbor's house. And there's another skunk. Ah, good gravy. Yeah. They're getting big enough to maybe set off the trap. Son might be doing some traveling. I think he probably went out of the house too. So I've got to let my neighbor know that the skunks are living under his place, as well as the other garage. Oh, there's the skunk again. Sorry, it's hard to see, but it's low light. Yeah. And gone. Nope, gone. Still walking along the edge of the house. Crazy little buggers. Alright. That's all for tonight. Going to percolate on what I want to do next. Have yourselves a fantastic evening and morning, afternoon, etc. And goodbye. There he is. I'm really not interested in you coming over here. Hey! Hey! Midget! Crazy little turd. Skunks, ladies, gentlemen. My friends, but also not my enemies, but they're enemies to my dogs. I get along with them great. My dogs do not. Alright, well, I'm going to get down and hopefully not get sprayed. I've never been sprayed before, so I'm not going to start now. Okay, bye.